The Dear Eisendrache main Easter egg is one of the easiest out of the 5, but it can also seem impossibly difficult at times. With the technique you're about to see in this video, you'll be able to get it done pretty fast and easy. First, we have to set up our gobblegums. The best gobblegums to run for this Easter egg is going to be Danger Closest, Soda Fountain, Extra Credits, Immolation Liquidation, and Shopping Free. So from the start of the match, you're going to want to run all the way over to the gobblegum machine and try to get Shopping Free. If you don't get it, you can either just continue, but I left the match and then joined another one. The best path to take with this gobblegum is going to be out this door to the left of the spawn room and then opening the debris right in front of the research lab. If you go by a gobblegum, do that as fast as possible. When you get your Immolation Liquidation gobblegum, you're going to need to spend 2 things from the box. You're going to need to spend the monkey bombs and also the XM53. The XM53 is needed for the boss fight. But if you get your Soda Fountain gobblegum instead, the best way to use this is buying the Quick Revive first, and then spending the rest of your money buying the Wonder Fizz. This will be the quickest and cheapest way to get all of your perks in the game. Then lastly, if you get the Extra Credits gobblegum first, the best way to use this is waiting till a zombie drops at double points and then spawning in all your Extra Credit points. This will give you twice as many points and easily get you above 10,000. Now once you have the map opened up, you have to feed 3 dragons around the map. The first dragon location is going to be in the research lab. The second dragon location is going to be near the double tap machine, and the third dragon location is going to be right in front of the pyramid in the underground area. Now go up to one of these dragon locations and shoot a zombie in front of it to activate it. Now you have to feed the dragon around 8 zombies, and then once it's complete, it will turn into stone and break apart. Now you just have to repeat this 2 more times at the dragon location near double tap, and then the dragon location in front of the pyramid. Now you can go into the tomb room right above the pyramid area and collect your Wrath of the Ancient's bow. Now before you do the next step, I would recommend activating 3 of the pressure plates in the pyramid room. You do this by standing on them until they start glowing blue. Be sure to only activate 3 pressure plates and not 4 because this will be needed later on. Now the next step that you want to do, you want to take out your bow, charge it up, and shoot this weather vane right here. This will drop one of the arrow pieces for you to collect. Now you have to light 3 bonfires around the map. The first location is going to be right on the left side of the clock tower. The second bonfire that you're going to have to light is going to be right next to the room right above double tap. Just look over here at this mountain, aim a little bit above the mountain, and then shoot. Make sure it lights before you go to the next one. The next bonfire can be lit if you aim right out this window in the room right above double tap, spam your bow, and then you'll know it lit once you get the pop-up. Now once it's lit, you're going to want to come down back into the pyramid area and activate that 4th pressure plate from before. Now you're going to have to run on 5 symbols on the wall. Be sure not to fall because then you'll have to restart this whole process. Once you run over the last symbol, now we can move on to the last step of the bow. Now you're going to have to charge up 3 soul boxes around the map with around 6 zombie souls. The first one is located underneath the stairs in the clock tower, the second one is in the room right above double tap, and the third one is located in the rocket test area. Once one of them is charged up with enough zombie souls, press up against it with your bow and go to one of the bonfires that you have previously lit. Now shoot the lightning arrow at it. Now repeat this 2 more times in the 2 other locations, in the room right above double tap and the rocket test area. Once all the steps are done, now go back to the area where you originally collected your arrow. Then place your arrow into it. Now wait for it and then collect the unbroken arrow piece. Now you're going to want to place it in the box in the pyramid area with the Stormbow logo. Now you're going to have to charge it up with souls until you hear this noise. Now take your bow into the teleporter room and shoot these prongs at the top. You'll know you did the step correctly when you hear this noise.
Suffering will not be eternal.
Now you can go ahead and place your bow into the box, and once it's done, collect it. Now a wisp will spawn in one of these 8 different locations. On this clock in the research lab, on this in the research lab, on this power box in the power room. It will also spawn on this globe in Richtofen's room. Then it will spawn on this clock in the bunks area. It will also spawn in this box in the room above double tap. And it will spawn right in this rim right next to double tap. And also spawn in the starter room. Once you find the wisp in one of these 8 locations, go ahead and shoot it with your Stormbow. Then after you shoot it, another wisp will spawn in. You have to repeat this process 4 times and then you'll be able to move on to the next step. Once all 4 wisps are shot, now you're going to come back into the teleporter room. It will be glowing purple, and now you're going to go back into time. Make sure you collect the fuses right on this box over here, and also collect the blue soul tube. Now you're going to wait and have to remember the code that the doctor puts into the safe. I'd recommend recording with your phone or your PlayStation recorder. Once it finally spawns you at the rocket test area, a Panzer is going to spawn in. Make sure to kill this Panzer and collect the Ragnarok piece that drops. Now you're going to go ahead and make your way back to the death ray, place the fuses into it, flip the dial, and then activate the death ray. Once that is done, the computer will be on. Now make sure to put in the correct code that the doctor put into the safe. Now get back to the teleporter room and the safe will be open. Make sure to collect those items that are inside the safe. Now you have to place those fuses into either side of the death ray, and then flip the dial again. Now come back down to the computers and place in your floppy disk. Now you're going to have to play a sequence of Simon Says where it's going to show you one of the symbols and you're going to have to interact with the screen that it was previously on. You're going to repeat this about 8 times and then move on to the next computer. The second computer is located at the rocket test area. Interact with it, and then once you complete this step, we can move on. Once completed, come back to the death ray and interact with the green light on the back. This is going to shoot Dempsey's pod back down to Earth. Now we're going to have to complete the same wisp step as before, except this one, if you have any Widow's Wine grenades that explode near the wisp, you're going to have to reset it. So make sure to throw those before you start this. Once the step is completed, now make your way back to the teleporter room. The teleporter will once again be purple. Then once you teleport, make your way over to this computer, interact with it, and then you'll collect this stone tablet right here with some writing on it. Once you teleport back into the map, you'll have to once again kill another Panzer. Once you're done with killing that Panzer, make sure to collect the power-up that he drops. Now make your way over to the room with double tap in it. You're going to interact with this right here to place the tablet into it. Now come over to Dempsey's pod and collect the golden trophy that's laying on the ground. Bring the golden trophy down to where you previously collected the bow and place it into the tomb. This is going to spawn in a ghost that you'll have to follow until it stops. Once the Keeper ghost reaches its destination, it'll spawn a big white circle on the ground. You'll have to kill zombies within this circle with your storm bow until the ghost moves again. You'll have to complete the step at 4 different locations around the map. The ghost will take you to the same location each time, just in a different order. Once you complete the 4th one, the ghost will turn into a normal Keeper. Now you have to follow this ghost down into the pyramid room. Once you get into the pyramid room with the Keeper, no zombies will spawn in for the whole duration of the audio clip. Once the audio clip is done, take your blue soul tube and place it into this corner of the pyramid. At this point, you are ready to go into the boss fight. But before you do, you have to pack a punch your secondary weapon and your XM53. And definitely spend the money to get your danger closest gobblegum. This will be needed in the boss fight, because this will cause the Panzer's fuses not to deal any damage to you. In order to enter the boss fight, you'll need to take out your Ragnaroks and place them onto this panel right here. Then this will teleport you to the boss fight arena. If you don't know how to build the Ragnaroks, go to the link in the description for my video on it. For the first wave of this boss fight, you're going to run around with all the enemies until the wisp spawns into the middle. Once it does, run up to it and place your Ragnaroks on it. Then you're going to take out your XM53 and shoot this chest of the Keeper once it reveals it to you. Now make sure to pick up your Ragnaroks, and this will also give you a max ammo and spawn in a couple of Panzers. In order to take down these Panzers, I'd recommend shooting a charged up Storm Arrow and then taking down the Panzers with your XM53. So in order to complete the second wave of skeletons, I'd recommend running around with them and then throwing a monkey bomb if you feel like you're going to get into any trouble. And then when the wisp gets revealed, place your Ragnaroks at it and then shoot the chest of the Keeper once it gets revealed to you. Once again, be sure to pick up your Ragnaroks, and you're going to have to complete this one more time. Kill the Panzers then. To make this last wave insanely easy, I would recommend just throwing your monkey bombs until the wisp appears. Now once again, place your Ragnaroks onto it, and then shoot the chest of the Keeper once it gets revealed. This was the very last wave. Now it'll teleport you back into the pyramid room. Once you spawn back into the pyramid room, go into the front of the pyramid and place your summoning key into this little compartment right here. Wait for it to finish, and then grab your summoning key. Now you're going to place your summoning key into this computer right here next to the death ray. And now you have completed the Dear Eisendrache Easter egg.
30 seconds to impact. We are eating multiple rocket launches. What have you done? You are a fool, Beethoven! Even the destruction of this facility and my own death will not prevent the advancement of our cause. You have stopped nothing!
It is as I foresaw. 2 Germans at first, but only one remains.
The road is long and dark, but I know where we are going. We will complete our mission.